Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are doing well. We can see we got another fabulous turbo video today. We can see Turbo Toad Token has posted a call to all Turbo Warriors. This Friday, George Play Clash massive tournament is on. Let's bring the heat and the numbers and clash our way to those big prizes. See you there, Turbo fam. And we can see right from Cryptorus, which is very big YouTuber. Actually, damn, Cryptorus is in on this. Almost 300,000 followers. If you guys don't know Cryptorus, he mainly does Bitcoin. So I'm actually surprised he's involved in this. You can see right over here, Crypto R Us, right? Go to his channel, boom, right? He practically just does boom. Bitcoin stuff mainly, a little bit of other news. But yeah, this is him. So he tweeted about this, right? You see, hey, Turbo Token community, please clash with us this Friday. The more players, the better. This kind of does look like Clash of Clans, but we can see, ladies and gentlemen, prizes for the Clash holders. First place, 6 Solana. Second, 4 Solana. Third, 3 Solana. Fourth to 15th, 1 Solana. Damn, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. This is literally huge. These are some big winnings. Guys, what the hell is Solana at nowadays? So isn't this like at 250 bucks at least? $233 American. So yeah, there's some serious prizes. Damn. All right. So this is going to be happening on the 3rd, right? On the 3rd. So make sure you guys are ready. This video will be out in the morning, so everything should be looking fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 20,000 views. You can see a lot of people looked at this. We got good engagements as well. And obviously, there's going to be a decent amount of comments down below. We have 30. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend playing this game. If you do play it already, definitely join this tournament. If you don't, who knows? Maybe you get 15th place. Maybe you'll still get 1 Solana. That is absolutely crazy. That's an insane giveaway. So that's an insane thing to be doing. So I might even just go in and try to snatch some Solana myself. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, that is the news in terms of Turbo. When it comes to some of the basics, we can see we rank 182 out of 9,493 active cryptos, right? 267 million market cap, 40 million volume. Things are looking fairly good. In the last month, we're up 1.53%. In the last 7 days, we're up 15.5%. In the last day, we're a little shy of being up 3%. Okay. We can go and see, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the holders, we flatlined a little bit. We did technically lose some from Tuesday to Wednesday. We lost 5. And then from Wednesday to Thursday, we gained 4. So practically a, flat line. And yeah, looking pretty solid. The other days we were growing though. And for me, this doesn't matter too much. At the end of the day, I do believe Turbo is going to be growing in hundreds and hundreds of holders every single damn day. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to get serious is now. The next few months are going to be the most crucial time of your lives. Okay. We're going to have crypto exploding. And this is the time to get a portfolio review. Right? You got to make sure you have the right cryptos. You don't want any old or dead coins, or you don't want anything that can give you little profits, right? So we provide a portfolio review. We've also been smashing it with the high probability meme coins. We hit an 11x, an 8x, and 5.5x in recent times. We also provide a weekly report on the crypto data, on the crypto analysis, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, on other altcoins as well. You get all this and a bunch more other benefits. Highly recommend joining the private community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some money when the momentum comes in. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 2 days, we've had a decent pump, right? We've pumped roughly 14% in 2 days. So not bad. And if you count the 3rd day, right, from the bottom here to up here, we've gone up even 17%. So not bad, right? Not bad. As of right now, we can see, ladies and gentlemen, oops, did not mean to do that. All right, 4-hour structure. We talked about how we were below this and we needed to see a break if we wanted to even consider, reversals. We can see we did break out from this zone. We did break out from the zone. Multiple hours here. We retested on top of this, and now we're continuing to push. Now, overall, I still think we're going to push. We still have a lot of upside to push. The reality is, ladies and gentlemen, we need a huge close. We need a closer above 0.00424. Okay, so we can even go as high as 0.0044, but if we close the week below 0.0042, nothing really changes on the higher time frame just yet. Okay, just yet. Yeah, so that is the thing. We do have some upside momentum. I also did want to do this very, very quickly. You could predict some stuff where turbo price is going to be by the 4th. So 3rd is Friday, the 4th is here. I actually do think by the time the 4th hits, we will be at 0.00, I'm gonna be like 4155. I know this is such a random thing to do, but I actually did want to talk to you about this. I don't know if you guys can win anything meaningful. Oh, we got to sign up. Listen, for me, that's my personal price prediction by the time the 4th rolls around. I do believe we will be coming into this zone, but I still think we might be selling off this order block, kind of just the same way we did last time. Or last time we sold off this zone. And yeah, man, for me, the weekly has to close very, very strong for me to even get confirmation. Here's the deal, people, right? Even if, technically we close below, if we get a higher low once again, right? Higher low once again, then that could be potential reversal signs. So that's the thing, right? If this weekly candle does not close above our 0.0042 zone, right, this zone right over here, then we will have to look and wait next week what happens with the next weekly candle. If it continues to go lower, then nothing has changed. If it does print a higher weekly candle over here, let's say, boom, right, closes somewhere here, which would be higher than here, then we can have the discussion once again, potentially going higher. But then really, after that selling week, we would need to push higher above, at least at the bare minimum, this zone over here. And for me to have higher confirmation and feel more confident, this zone at the bare minimum as well. Right, so there's a lot of what ifs can happen at this moment. Like I said, as of right now, nothing is changing. We are still in this type of structure that we need to break out of. I do believe, this structure in general is a very, very bullish structure, by the way. Right, something like this usually does indicate it's a matter of time before we do explode. You can see even in terms of this type of trend lines, we are running out of time and we do have to make a choice. We're running out of space, right? We are running out of space. Personally, I'm still in the belief that there's going to be at least some type of sweep of these lows first, of the September lows, possibly the June lows, before we continue to go up, right? Usually you just see some type of manipulation. It was the same thing here, right? We had the March lows. We went below, right? We went below. This is still technically March. We went below for a couple of days. We went above in a new quarter. And then boom, we started to fly high, right? That's just usually how the cookie crumbles. It doesn't have to crumble that way every single time. But like I said, usually there's a lot of manipulation in these markets. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is ultimately it. We just are waiting. We're just being patient. Right now, generally speaking, is a good time to be buying, right? Objectively speaking. If we take the Fibonacci tool from our range high to our range low, you are buying at roughly this 0.786 zone, which is obviously cheap. And if you take it to the lows, you are still getting below 50% from this. But you got to remember, I don't think we're ever going to see this price again. And yeah, that is ultimately it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.